It was a fight. Niger really was playing very hard, very physical, gave their best. They beat Gabon. We expected we got a lead, actually, and surprisingly that lead didn't really calm so our game. It was then from both teams quite a very hectic and fighting game. At the end, towards the end, I think we started to pass the ball a little bit better, and like we usually do when we also brought Kama in, then suddenly the game was much more flowing, and at the end we must accept the draw. We got the lead. This time we were a bit more concentrated, focused. I really think that. But I thought then the goal gives us a little bit more coolness and calmness. But most likely it was too many new players again. There was Mauchi for the first time, and Jonas Fabisch played under me the first time. I think he played really well. But at some stage it's too much. The other teams are playing within 90% with their full squad, only those who are injured, 1 or 2 players. And we have now in this camp 7 new national team players. I think 12 for the first time under me, that's over half of the squad. And for that you need training. We were looking, actually also the COSAFA team, we were looking on options, because on central midfield, I think the whole country is a bit thin. And I think he showed that he really can compete on that level. I think we have 1 or 2 guys in South Africa who beat, congratulations to the team, which beat Mozambique, which also can enter that stage. I'm in contact with the coach. So I think from that we found more depth in the squad, and everybody now must pull up his socks the next 6 months and to be in the squad. It's going to be a tough fight. One thing is for sure, I cannot now experiment anymore. It was a big risk from me. It was a big risk also from the federation, but we discussed that before. We want to do that. We want to increase the depth in the squad. This June period is the only period where you can do that. Then it continues with the qualification campaign, and then we have 6-8 guys even more back, and then it's a different level, that's for sure. No? We have a John Zamora, we have Munashi Garananga, and so on and so on, and I don't want to mention them all. Knowledge Musona, Divine Lunga, and so on. If I please allow me, it's so many players who were missing. Marshall Munetsi, Marvelous Nakampa, and so on and so on. We basically were missing 6-7 starters if everybody is fit, and that is too much. But on the other side, the others got an opportunity to play on international football. No? We really have seven players who became national team players, including our young boy Male, which everybody wanted to see it, but for him now, the honeymoon period is now also over. He has to now to break through in his club, at least to be a number 3 or number 4. If he's number 6, it will be difficult. It's not a national team. I cannot give them match practice. They must now break through in their clubs. And he knows that. We had discussed everything. Even today it was discussed that after 45 minutes we changed the goalkeepers. That was already discussed before the tour started. So not everybody knows that. And but it was good to see. Yeah? We have then Martin also in the COSAFA gaining some international experience. So 1 year ago, I think there was not a single goalkeeper performing on a high level. Now we have a few options. I think this helps us definitely then in the AFCON. He has a good aggression, he has a good dynamic, he has an excellent heading. He's still young, but he's on a good way. I think for him it was a big step forward now. Also from Sebe, who was old, and Mali today, and then the 4 others, who was it? Sean Fusire, who was the others? Macheke, who was the other 2? You know, there's so many that I don't even can count them. All first cap against the top teams of the other nations. Yeah, but challenging, yes. It actually can be, if we make the right conclusions, everybody around it, it can actually really help us a lot. Really, I really think that. It was anticipated that the June period is a bit a challenging period. You come in a plateau, a small valley and so on. We wanted to bypass that by basically increasing that competition, bringing new players in. Now they have to compete in the leagues and play good. Yeah, Andy also is coming back, and all these players are. Otherwise, it will be difficult for them. Yeah? That opportunity will not come so often.